You normally do.
Just take the camera up there. Make sure you have a power source.
All right, we're hot now.
Okay.
So.
Just take the camera up there. Make sure you have a power source.
All right, we're hot now.
Okay. We starting?
We will in just a little bit.
All right. I can hear the music in these.
Yep.
Yeah, I can hear. And they get 6.
Hightower coming out at quarterback, doing a lot of good running there, managing the offense. Knox from the fullback position made some big plays. Pierce Hightower picked up a big in the I formation. 2 wide receivers to the right and double tight ends. 11 now after the 1-yard loss.
1-yard loss.
So Jaron Queen on the carry there, on that option carry, gets brought back. So it's going to bring up probably a little bit of a 2nd and 11, 2nd and 12 for the Brookwood Warriors. This Hornet defense is probably going to look to up the pressure, being up 7-0 here, knowing that Brookwood isn't really going to throw the ball a whole lot, but they're just going to have to be careful looking at these reads that the quarterback is making via that they run this option offense.
2nd down and 11.
Little under 40 seconds left in this first quarter.
Off.
And Queen is going to be brought.
Forward progress is stopped, but a good job right there staying up. But Westfield swarms on defense and forces the loss of about 5. So we understand that the feed is kind of cutting in and out. Hopefully you can hear us, but we're having some serious weather issues. We're out in the elements, so we're not protected by the press box. So we're sitting outside of the press box. So just bear with us. We're doing the best we can as far as getting the feed out there. We know that there's some issues there, but this will bring it into the first quarter, and Westfield leads 7-0 after 1. You're watching Hornet Football right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
About a merger. This is about the first tangible step for us to take together to build a regional hub of healthcare for Central Georgia. The confluence of research, technology, innovation, and excellent community care is how we'll make an impact together. As we unveil our sign, it's a symbol of the chapter we're now taking together to reshape healthcare for this community.
On this third catch is going to be no. Yoakley looking for that reception. It's going to be coming up incomplete here, so that'll bring up a 4th down for the Warriors, and that'll force them to punt. They have seemed to be a stone wall here, and they are stonewalling this Warrior defense, this Warrior offense. So looking to be a punt for the Hornets. On back to receive for the Hornets is number 12, John David Lane. Oh, punt gets away from him here. And that'll bring up the Hornets offense here by a great couple of runs by Jackson Hare. Topped off with that touchdown via Stone St. Clair. By Jackson Hare. Topped off with that touchdown via Stone St. Clair on that tunnel screen. So Hornets coming out again.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brookwood senior golfer
in
Mason
this
Howell is
bowl, I would call it.
He's in the quarterfinals tonight.
Bowl, I would call it.
He's in the quarterfinals tonight, playing against John Daly II. Yes, that is the son of John Daly. They're currently tied through 13 holes.
In shotgun here. One back, going to roll out. He's going to look deep. Win from Brock Johnson. In first play, one play is all this Hornet offense needs to get another 6 on the board and go up 13-0. Great play from the Hornet offense. So that puts 13 on the board for the Hornets. Have a touchdown for the Hornets. So Johnson on to kick the extra point for the Hornets. Kick is up, kick is good. And it is 14-0.
Johnson's extra point is good.
For
With 11:41
the Hornets.
remaining in the second. Westfield 14.
So just about 20 seconds into the first play on that nice play action from Brock for 6.
Sorry about that, folks. Again, still working through a lot of technical issues up here. We set up, we had everything ready to go about, I don't know, Aiden, you say about 6 o'clock or so.
Yeah.
Then we started seeing some of the rain coming in. We put bags over everything. We were set and ready to go, but then obviously with everything that has transpired, we're kind of working and shuffling around and trying to get things quarter. And they've scored on their 2 opening drives to start the season, and they've scored on their 2 opening drives to start the season, and they've been stifling on defense after a couple of first downs for the Warriors. So on to kickoff will be number 11, Brock Johnson. Set deep to receive, I think is that number 6, Sam Yoakley.
Looks to be, but it's going to be a short kick here.
Yeah, the up man's going to take it, and he's going to get out to the 30. No, not, and gets out. That's number 1.
With the kick return.
First drive, Aiden.
Yeah. Yeah.
They bogged down, and Westfield sent them 3 and out last time. They've tried some option plays, but Westfield has really come from inside out, done a good job of finding the quarterback, making him pitch it, and then they were rallying to the football.
His 6th or 7th tackle tonight.
That Brookwood's taken, that middle linebacker position is going to be very important. Him and Cam Black, who's playing the will linebacker tonight for Westfield. They're both going to be very important in playing assignment football, and so far they've done the job.
So Hightower looking to be a different little play call here. Still in that 2 wideout look for the Warriors.
Ben Holbert inching up at safety.
It's going to be an option play. Queen gets it. Holbert is going to take him down. So Ben Holbert coming up from that safety position to make that play in the backfield.
I saw him inching up there.
Queen, the ball carrier.
And Holbert.
Met in the backfield. Awesome.
He's got to be careful, though, because Coach Jones and his other assistant coaches are going to see that the safety's coming down hard into the alley like that, and they're going to have to come up with something to counter that, which would be something like off that arc block to the outside, releasing that receiver and letting him go downfield, or the wingback.
Yeah.
And in an attack on the run. So
3rd and 11 look here for the Warriors. Probably going to be another play action rollout from Hightower. He's going to look to probably find Briggs or Yoakley. So he's going to drop back. He's going to throw that fade ball to Yoakley. There was just a little tiny hold on the back of that jersey.
On the play.
So that is going to be a first down for the Warriors. Let's make sure, though. I believe it is going to be pass interference.
That'll be a first down, I believe.
Yep.
After the 15-yard penalty. You know, in high school, it's not an automatic first down. It has to be enough yardage. The penalty does. So if you're, say, 3rd and 30, it would be 3rd and 15 after the penalty.
The penalty results in
But that was Brookwood. So now 3 first downs on the evening for Brookwood. Again, moving the football a little bit better, but just they haven't been able to sustain it.
So Hightower calling audible here at the line.
10 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 14-0, your score. Westfield leads.
So
up the middle there with the fullback dive, and a good job by the defense of Westfield after a yard pickup.
That was Mizell on the carry for Brookwood.
Gains 2.
Different name we're hearing tonight for.
I think he said number 15.
James Mizell. 2 yards met by that Hornets defensive line.
Yeah, so some of the starters there, you've got Winhoots, number St. Clair, out on the other cornerback. You've also got Keller at defensive end, number 9. Thatcher Reddick, obviously, we've said his name at middle linebacker. And that's going to be a snap infraction on the center, I believe.
So another penalty for the Brookwood Warriors, going to set them back 5 yards. So what was 2nd and 8 is now 2nd and 13 for the Warriors, looking to maintain this form. So a hard count from Hightower doesn't get anyone to jump for the
13 here for Brookwood.
Might see a pass. No, it's going to be an option play to Queen. Queen is going to have a little bit of room to run here. Ben Holbert going to come up and make the play. Nice tackle from Ben Holbert.
Yeah, the good thing about what Ben Holbert did there is he shed the block
Tackle by number 17, Ben
of the
Holbert.
lineman trying to get out there and kick him back inside. He's able to get around the block and get out there to the pitch man. And it looked like Brookwood had a little bit going there, but Holbert with the speed closed nicely, again, from inside out and 10 after the 3-yard pickup.
Get a little bit of the Brookwood Warriors. Hightower getting ready to take this from Hightower. It's going to be across the middle. Yoakley is not going to catch it. Incomplete pass for the Warriors.
For Yoakley, incomplete.
So that'll bring up a 4th and 10, looking to be another punt for the Warriors. But I don't see the punter coming on the field.
We may have a flag. We do have a flag
There's
at the 40-yard line. I missed it being blocked out. You can barely see it, and you can't see it now because the coach is there. You can see it just a little bit.
So it's a false start on Brookwood.
I was about to say I'd decline it.
Illegal formation.
Oh, legal formation, okay.
Against the Warriors.
So Westfield.
Decline, 4th down.
So that is another penalty for Brookwood. So Westfield looking to get some good field position here from this punt. Obviously, it has had great success and had to return the punts because their special teams unit has done a great job at pressuring that punter and forcing him into a bad play. But on to receive this punt is number 12, John David Lane.
Well, yeah, I don't know why the clock's running because you had an incomplete pass.
Yeah.
Even though you had a penalty, it was declined.
Timeout, Warriors.
So that'll be the second timeout for Brookwood. And Westfield, again, up 14-0 with 7:58 to go here in the second quarter. The Hornets off to a very successful start here to the 2025 campaign. Aiden, a little bit of Neil Diamond.
Yeah, it's a little Sweet Caroline.
My daughter hates this song. She loved it initially, but after years of having this song played to her because her name is Caroline, she cannot stand it.
So after this timeout, it will be 4th and 10 for the Warriors. They'll be on the punt.
I'll tell you, there is quite a range of music being played here.
Yeah, I've heard
at the Brookwood playlist.
I've heard orchestral music. I've heard Neil Diamond.
Orchestral, I like that.
I heard some AC/DC, some Guns N' Roses. We've been all over the block in terms of genre tonight. So here, 4th and 10 on the punt for the Warriors. It looks to be a fake punt. They're going for a pass, and they are going. Big hit there.
So a big play right there for Brookwood.
Jackson with the fake.
That fake punt there.
To number 1, Briggs Daniel.
Briggs Daniel on the reception.
You see the replay.
First down.
Just great execution.
The punter, great little throw there from Jackson.
Tell you what, the camera work there leaves a little bit to be desired.
A little bit, yeah. There's missed about 3/4 of the play, but I mean we got what we needed to get. So that'll be our first down.
Here's what I'm thinking: if Pierce Hightower overshoots his receiver down the field and Westfield picks it off, it's probably going to be better than a punt.
Yeah.
For you. And if you happen to catch it, a big play could happen.
So 4th and 15, John David Lane is still back there to receive the punt. He's a little bit offset. But we're going to see exactly what they're going to have to do here. This Brookwood special teams, a little bit of a bad snap. And it's going to get away from him, and that is going to be better field position than the Hornets were expecting.
And that's just tough on a wet night, having a long snap. And let's see this camera work here from our extraordinaire Trent Jackson.
Jackson tackled.
And
at the 32-yard
got
line.
about 85% of the play. Good job, man.
Got the fumble, but there is a flag. It's a legal formation on the Warriors. That is going to be the decline penalty.
First down, Hornets.
So first down for Westfield.
And as you can see, the referee also trying to get in the flow, points the wrong way.
It's a rough night for everybody. The weather's throwing everybody off.
It's first game. The weather is killing us, and we've had 2 special teams, I won't say blunders, but mishaps for Brookwood, unfortunately, and the Warriors had 2 successful scrimmages to start the season, but obviously taking a step up in competition here tonight.
Here, Brock Johnson on the keeper. He's gonna get away. He might get a touchdown here. Brock Johnson, he's gonna meet that guy, and he's gonna be run out of bounds by the Warriors, but
We got a flag on
There
the
is
play.
a flag on the play.
Out of bounds.
It's going to be holding on the Hornets.
There's a flag on the play.
The play seemed to get away from Brock Johnson, but he
Holding
did make
against
up
the
for it.
Hornets.
But again, it's just going to be negated by that penalty here. We'll see that replay again. We might be able to see the holding penalty here.
I think it was on 62.
I believe that's Law Leonard.
He put his hand, no, Law Leonard is 57.
My apologies. So what was 1st and 10 is now 1st and 20 for the Hornets. But
No, it won't be that. It happened about 4 years, or 4
Probably
years,
about 1st
4
and
yards
15.
down the field. So yeah, 4 or 5 yards down the field. So a 10-yard penalty back. That's a spot foul.
1st and 14, 1st and 15. But the Hornets have shown that they are able to come back from getting a penalty call, as we've seen
Well,
on the past 2 drives.
They're just so explosive from the quarterback position. And just going to go with a quarterback sweep here, but a good job of sniffing it out from Brookwood, and they kind of slam him down. Coach
Brought down.
Campbell
Ball carrier.
not going to be happy about that.
So brought down.
Tackle
So
for
it'll
no
be
gain.
I think
no
it's-
gain on the
I
play
think
there.
the rain's getting worse.
Yeah. It's just like a subtle downpour.
I'd like to thank Braden Holder for
Fine with the tackle.
all his
Second down.
deep breathing exercises being performed over there. Also like to thank Trent Jackson for who will be bringing you the call here in the second half with Aiden Modzinga.
Hornets.
Like to throw a shout out to our good buddies over in Columbus. Wonder what they're doing today. I'm sure they're enduring some weather themselves. Thrift Behringer, Richard Holdridge, the always expressive Richard Holdridge.
Always expressive. So speaking of genre switch, we got Soulja Boy playing now at the stadium. We just had Sweet Caroline from Neil Diamond, and now we're switching it up completely, and we're playing Soulja Boy. So 2nd and about 14 for the Brookwood Warriors after this timeout, or for the Hornets, excuse me, coming up after this timeout. 2nd and 14.
It's bad when Aiden is the well-behaved out of the group when Soldier Boy comes on. 2nd down and 16, we'll call it.
Just about. There was a no gain on that play there from Brock Johnson. So Brock Johnson, the empty backfield here. So we're going to see a pass here from the Hornets. So Johnson drops back. He's going to look. He finds
That's Ben Molina.
Matt Molina making the play.
I meant Matt Molina. I don't know why I said Ben Molina.
And he drives forward a little bit, get
Johnson's
about
pass
5 or
complete to
6
number
yards.
3, Matt Molina.
So big play from Matt Molina. He's obviously one of their big impact seniors, making some big plays on offense
Down to the
today so far.
25-yard line.
Haven't heard his
3rd
name
and
as
3.
much as we've heard Win Hoots and Stone St. Clair, but Matt Molina gets his first reception of this season right there for about 6 yards, and it brings up probably a 3rd and 8, maybe 3rd and 12.
This may be an unpopular opinion, but I think I'd take this rain over 98 degrees out in the middle of these metal bleachers.
But then you got to deal with your wet clothes after the game. Wet socks, a little jet touch pass to Win Hoots. He's going to bounce it outside. He's going to try to get that first down, and he's going to get it.
Yeah, some things Westfield I've noticed has got to do is they've got to secure the edge a little bit better. Their athletes
Number 8, Hoots.
can kind of wiggle and get away tonight,
Number
but
1, Briggs
as
Daniel.
they move forward and face stiffer competition,
First
that's
down,
going to be
Hornets.
something they're going to have to secure. Is just setting the edge there on the offensive line and trying to keep everything contained inside so that their athletes can work in space. But
Holbert up the seam. He's going to try to get in. Ben Holbert.
and he does.
Ben Holbert gets in for a touchdown.
What
And
a play!
Ben Holbert, great
Number
play
11,
there.
pass complete
Making
to
plays on
number 17,
defense and
Ben
now scoring a
Holbert.
touchdown on offense, and that's 6 for the
Into end
Hornets.
zone for a Hornets touchdown.
Great play from Ben Holbert. Great pass and look from Brock Johnson. We're going to get a replay here.
No, we're not.
No replay, apologies. Excuse me on that. So we're just going to get an extra point attempt here from Brock Johnson. But Ben Holbert really been the here from Brock Johnson. But Ben Holbert really been the star of the show here for the Hornets on offense and defense. But that doesn't count out the work that all the other players are putting in. So Brock Johnson on to kick the extra point for the Hornets. It's up and good. Off the post.
You could hear how waterlogged that football was from up here. It was like, doo.
Westfield 21.
That was like,
Brookwood
oh
0.
man. Yeah, you could hear it from up here, as you said, Brett. Ball was off the goalpost in for a good extra point.
21-0 Westfield on top. With 3:25 remaining in the first half of play. The Hornets are well on their way to a outstanding start to the 2025 campaign. Oh my, what's going on there?
Sorry, I had a little bit of gas built up.
Oh my. So again, we'd like to thank our sponsors here tonight, Emory Healthcare, as well as BCI Insulation and Westfield School and the Westfield Booster Club.
These comments on the live stream are so funny. Signal was horrible.
What'd they say?
Signal is horrible.
Yeah, we understand that we definitely understand that the signal is not great, guys.
We do apologize for our game clock. Game clock currently is 3:25. I know it says 2:10 on the screen. There's 3:25 left in this game, and the rain seems to be getting harder and harder here.
Not in this game, in this half.
In this half, sorry, I apologize. First game of the season.
Number 1, Daniel, with the kickoff return. Out to the Warrior 27-yard line.
Hey, in a little bit, I'm going to be able to wring out my shirt, though.
Just about. I wish I would have brought a spare change of socks, man. That is one thing that I really don't like, is having wet socks.
My feet are not overly wet right now, but we'll see.
Just like a build-up over time, especially standing in this rain with no cover, because we weren't allowed to be in the press box.
I think if we get lucky, this will clear out here in the next 20 minutes or so.
Yeah.
But the thing is something going to come behind it?
Yeah. Like Hurricane Aaron. Guys, stay safe from that. I'd like to thank Brookwood Schools. They've been great hosts for us this evening. Despite the weather conditions, they have been great hosts. Really haven't had any mishaps or anything on the field. So far, no injuries in the game. So we're grateful for that, definitely, especially on both sides. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Warriors.
Looks like we maybe had a mandatory water break, although I understand why.
Even though there's...
But in this condition, you don't really
require
water, because normally August 15th, you would need a water break.
Yeah, but not on a night like this. It's about 85 degrees maybe, give or take, in the rain as well. So not much heat is really causing an impact for these players in terms of hydration. So Brookwood looking to set up an offense, and if you're Brookwood, maybe you try something new on offense here other than running it up the middle here with the fullback dive. Maybe try bounce it outside, look for a rollout pass. You've had some success with that. We're going to get a read here, and they go right back to that fullback dive, and it's going to be met at the line.
So 2nd down and 9 to go. Westfield stuffs that run up the field.
Logan Dunham on the carry there for the Warriors. That's about his 3rd or 4th carry tonight, just for a gain of 1. 2nd and 9 up for the Warriors. And this Hornet defense continues to put up a wall for this Brookwood offense.
So I will do the best I can when we get everything situated this weekend to hopefully put up a clean copy of the game. It may not have the graphics that you're used to seeing, but
and that's going to be the last timeout of the first half for Brookwood.
But we will definitely try to get some, as we had to switch our service here. That situation, and the good news is Westfield leads that situation, and the good news is Westfield leads 21-0 with 2:40 to go here in the first half. 2nd and 9 for the Brookwood Warriors on a wet night in Thomasville, Georgia. And Aiden Motzingo is doing some kind of Miley Cyrus dance up here.
I think you meant to say Trent Jackson, Brett. I wasn't doing it. So anyways,
saw my own eyes.
I think you saw the wrong thing. You're choosing what you want to see. 2nd and 9 here for Brookwood. As they look to get something started on offense, they've been stifled by this Hornet defense.
I will have to say I am very impressed with the different facilities here on the campus at the Brookwood School in Thomasville.
So it's going to be a drop back pass. He's fine. Oh, might have been offensive pass interference.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're both going up for the ball. Number 21 on the coverage there for Westfield.
I believe that is Liam Sexton.
So Liam Sexton doing a good job. And am I mistaken? You said, didn't you say is that his brother that you coach?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought that's what you said.
Yeah, his little brother Connor, 8th grade basketball. Great athlete. Sure. We saw that backdrop pass from Hightower, obviously incomplete, not really what he wanted. But 3-receiver look here for
it's 3rd and 9.
Brookwood. Macy complete to Yoakley. It's a fumble. Ball is out.
And I think he fell right back on it. Oh no, nobody had it.
I think they're calling it dead, it looks like.
Nope,
oh no,
not.
Hornet ball.
So I think they blew it, and the ball was still loose, and Westfield landed on it.
So great heads-up play, I believe, from Thatcher Reddick to really see that the ball was still in play, despite the whistle blowing the play dead.
So I think the near side official just could not see that.
Yeah. So we'll get a replay of that here. That pass from Yoakley.
From the official over the head, blowing it dead. So a good job right there of the field official not blowing it dead.
So we got a little under 2.5 minutes left in the first half as the Hornets set up another offensive drive, scoring the ball 21-0. So Brock Johnson taking the snap here. He's going to hand it off to Jackson Hare. He's just going to take it up the middle.
Coach Campbell looking to just kind of bust one right there.
Yeah.
2:22 to go.
Gets a gain about 2 or 3 here.
Number 15,
2nd down. No, only gained a yard.
2nd down.
So they're going to get in hurry-up mode here with right around 2:10 to go in the first half. Westfield looking to punch another one in. They're already up 21-0.
Probably going to see a run here. Thatcher Reddick's in on the line. So usually that's going to give a sign of a run play, but it's not going to be. It's going to be a drop back from Brock Johnson. He's going to look deep for St. Clair, and St. Clair has caught it. He's going to bounce it around. He might get another touchdown here. St. Clair rounds the outside, gets past his man, and that is 6 again for the Hornets. Stone St. Clair catches his 2nd touchdown of the night via the pass from Brock Johnson, and the Hornets are up 27-0
St. Clair
in this first half.
Round the outside.
Stone St. Clair around the outside there. So Johnson drops back in the pocket. Originally could have been a tackle out of bounds, but St. Clair shows his athleticism and his ability to adapt to the play, and he reverses the field and takes it wide to the opposite side for a touchdown for 6.
Great camera work right there by our guy, Trent Jackson.
So 27-0 for the Hornets. Brock Johnson on the kick, the extra point. Snap is up, kick is up too, and looks to be good.
Oh my. That was everything about that play looked off.
Point is good with 1:43 remaining in the half.
And you got to imagine how difficult it is to kick a ball.
Yeah, in this weather and the fact that the ball probably weighs 100 pounds.
Yeah. So Brock Johnson showing his kicking prowess on that last extra point. Almost got a little bit under the field goal post.
And fans, this is going to be an exciting time. Last 1:43 of the first half. You're going to get to hear from Trent Jackson for the rest of the game as I'm going to switch with him.
So we got a little bit under 1 minute left, or a little bit under 2 minutes, excuse me. Minute 43 left in this first half of football. The Hornets are looking to continue this dominant run. They are perfection on offense. 4 for 4, 28 points on each drive. 4 passing touchdowns, 2 for Stone St. Clair, 1 for Win Hoots, 1 for Ben Holbert. But it's been a great first half of football so far if you're the Hornets. Now, if you're Brookwood here, not much of a success on offense in the first half. Of course, you had a couple of busted plays, a couple of bad movements on special teams. But Brookwood is still not out of the game despite it being 28-0. So Brock Johnson on with a kick here. Great kick from Johnson. It's going to drop short. Queen is going to recover in the back. He's going to get tackled for a loss back there just about on his recovery, and that looks to be Connor Sexton on the tackle there. So great play from the Hornet special teams and great tackle from Connor Sexton to make that tackle on Darren Queen.
Liam Sexton.
So Liam Sexton, great play there.
First and 10 Warriors
So
at the 15.
Warriors are pinned back a little bit further in their zone, in their offensive zone than they thought they would be. But they're looking to get something started. They've been really stonewalled by this Hornet defensive line and those middle linebackers, Thatcher Reddick and Carter Black. They've made great plays. So we're looking to continue this dominant run from this Hornet defense, and Brookwood is looking to get something started here. About a minute 30 left in the first half, and there's going to be a fullback dive here, and he's just going to be met at the line. The same story here. Every single time they get a chance to run the ball up the middle with that fullback, either Dunham, Fox, Knox, excuse me, or
Mizell, the ball carrier.
Mizell, who just carried that one, and he gets stopped
Second down.
for a gain of
Timeout.
1. So 2nd and 9 for the Brookwood Warriors, and it is a timeout for the Hornets. So I want to give a shout out to the Hornets softball team. The ladies softball Hornets won their 8th straight consecutive softball championship last year. Coach Brian Weatherston's done a great job at building this program. They just won their game today, 4-3 against ECI. They got a game tomorrow against Calvary Christian in Cordele. And while we're here at the break, I want to introduce my new partner for the second half and a little bit of the end of this first half, Trent Jackson, on the call. Trent, how you feeling?
I'm feeling great, man. Just straight up Westfield domination this first half. Elements.
Yeah.
Can't ask for anything better.
And the elements have definitely played a factor in this game, but as we said earlier, adaptability is the most important thing as a football team. As they hand it off up the middle, Brookwood is going to get stonewalled again. Not sure who that is on the carry for Brookwood, but there's a array of whistles here. Mizell on the carry,
Third down.
and he's still picking up slight yardage despite the
Timeout.
defensive effort from Westfield. So it is third and 7, probably 3rd and 5.
Still very impressed with the defensive showcase from Westfield so far.
So 3rd and 9 looks to be a little bit under a minute 20 left to go in this first half of football. Brookwood still looking to pick up a first down. Their past 3 possessions have just resulted in 3 and out, and just punts here. So 3rd and 9 looks to be 3rd and 7 maybe. A minute 10 left, So it's going to be a keeper from the quarterback option play. Ben Holbert misses the tackle, but he's going to get backed up. Thatcher Reddick making the play. Despite the missed tackle from Ben Holbert, who has really been perfect tonight on that read from the option.
Number 27,
Misses the
Tyson
tackle
Walker.
there. Teammate Thatcher Reddick is there to back him up.
4th down.
Back him up.
4th down. Timeout, Westfield.
Okay. So Westfield is trying to get the ball back and score, put them up 35-0, so it will be a running clock in the second half. And that'll be a little helpful for everybody here at the stadium, given the conditions of tonight's game.
Yeah.
I know me especially, I hate having wet clothes to drive home in.
I'm right there with you, Aiden.
Absolutely, man. Also want to give a
shout out the Westfield fans over there for toughing it out in the elements. Good showing tonight for the Westfield faithful.
Yeah, shout out to the Westfield parents. They're here to show out. They showed up and showed out for their Hornet family. It looks to be almost packed over there on the visitor side as we get a shot of their fans over there. Also want to give a special shout out to Brett Taylor for putting up with us over the past couple of hours despite the conditions. And it's going to be a punt here from called fair by John David Lane. Woo. Yeah, so we'll continue that shout out to Brett Taylor. He's been great for us, driving us down here roughly 2.5 hours here, and then it starts raining. Been a great host, helped set this up really quickly. Been a great key integral piece to this live stream setup, despite the setbacks that we've had tonight.
Yeah, man, and just shout out to Brett too for giving me this chance to call this game with a longtime friend here, Aiden Mazingo too, man. That's not on the stream. Just what a guy.
So Hornets here back in their own pass behind the 50 here. Looks to be on their 40-ish, or 53, 51 looks to be, or 41, excuse me, sorry.
Are we thinking pass or run here?
We'll probably see some sort of a bit of a shot play here. We got 53 seconds left, and they got 2 of their timeouts left. So we may not see a bit of an ambitious play on offense, but we're looking to see something because they want to get that running clock in the second half. So Brock Johnson drops back in the pocket. He's going to throw it. He's going to find him. Great throw from Brock Johnson.
Wow!
And that looks to be Stone St. Clair on the play. Brock Johnson, great play here. We might be able to get a replay of that last play.
Man,
So
Stone St. Clair just picking up right where Jackson left off, man.
13-yard line.
Great play there. Brock Johnson almost gets sacked. So he just throws it through the sack, and he finds him perfectly on a line to Stone St. Clair. And as Trent just said, following his brother's footsteps, Jackson St. Clair, obviously a great athlete for the Hornets, plays at UGA now as a walk-on.
Spike the ball there and stop the clock.
There is a spike. So 37 seconds left. Was looking to see a play there from the Hornets, but they just decided to spike it. So it'll be 2nd and 10 coming up for the Hornets on their 20-ish, probably 18, 19. So, again, we were probably about to see a touchdown there from Stone St. Clair. It would have been his second of the night, but instead he gets tackled short. So it brings up a 2nd and 10 here for the Hornets.
Speaking of Westfield football alumni, shout out to Grayson Waller today. Got moved into Bruton Parker over there, and is going to be a Baron playing baseball there at Bruton Parker. So
yeah, Grayson Waller, great athlete, played safety for the Hornets last year. Great athlete, great impact player for the Hornets. So there's going to be a flag on the play.
Delay
a game on the Hornets here. I know that play clock is not showing in their own end zone, but on the opposite side it is on. And it did just hit 0, so that is going to be a 5-yard penalty for the Hornets. Brings up 2nd and 15.
Good to know we're not the only one with technical difficulties tonight.
Yeah, and it's the first game of the season. You're going to have a little bit of first game jitters per se. As Jackson here goes in motion here, Johnson empty backfield, drops back. He's looking, doesn't have anybody. He's just going to look to make a play, but he's going to fire it to the end zone. And it's a toe tap, and it's a touchdown call. Win Hoots with a toe tap touchdown. Win Hoots with his 3rd touchdown reception of the day. And shout out to Brock Johnson for making that play, improvising a little bit. Despite the busted coverage, there's going to be a flag.
Looks like we might get an excessive celebration.
Looks like it's going to be that. Looks like it's going to be an excessive celebration.
Number 8, Hoots, for a Westfield touchdown.
So that penalty will probably be applied on the kickoff or the extra point.
And, you know, just ignoring that penalty, just admiring the throw and catch on that play, can we just talk about how, compared to whenever Brock would come in last season, it seems like he's gotten a lot better this season with his arm throwing.
Brock Johnson, especially last year, I mean, with Braden Gay being the primary quarterback, you didn't really see his throw in town a lot last year. You really just saw him come in maybe on a 3rd down to move the pile. And we're going to see this throw again from Brock Johnson here as he improvises a little bit, doing his best, doing it all for the Hornets right now.
Yeah, while we're talking about it, man, he's the field goal kicker also, and I believe he's the punter too. Am I correct?
The kicker, I'm not sure if he's a punter, but I mean we don't really know who the Hornets punter is. They haven't had much struggle on offense tonight.
Haven't had to punt the ball, man.
So, and that's really Coach Chad Campbell coming into this year, starting your season off 5 for 5 on offensive drives, 35-0. As we near the end of this first half, and it's going to be a running clock in the second half, so we are grateful for that. So we got another genre switch tonight here. Remember the name. This is an old song, and like we've said tonight, there's been a lot of switches in genre tonight. We've heard orchestral, rap music, hip-hop, alternative, rock.
Braden Holder getting it down over there.
From Neil Diamond to Slim Shady, we've really heard about just about everything
Brett
tonight.
Taylor also getting in on the action.
So 27 seconds left to go in this first half.
What do you think, Aiden? We going to see a possible desperation heave from Brookwood, or do you think they're going to knee it out to just get to halftime?
Honestly, if you're Brookwood, you're probably just going to look to get done with this first half.
Wow,
but like you never know. I mean, they might try to throw something in there. Coach Jackson may have something to throw in there. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. I mean, they've had struggles on offense this game, really getting it down the field. They haven't gotten a first down since their 2nd drive of the game.
That's very true.
3rd drive of the game, excuse me. They had the fake punt.
Yeah.
But Brock Johnson on the kick here with that penalty applied for the celebration. So
I missed that. Was that on Brookwood or
I'm not
Westfield?
sure. It might
Because they moved us forward. So almost if you're Chad Campbell, you might want to try an onside kick here.
being told on Brookwood, so that's why.
I'm Chad Campbell. I might try an onside kick here. You're way past the 50.
So it's going to be a touchback here.
But
up at the 20 here for Brookwood.
35-0 is a good halftime score to go into the locker room with, though. Yeah.
So Brookwood coming on 1st and 10, 27 seconds left to go in this first half. We'll probably just see him knee it out here.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to see any kind of Hail Mary desperation here.
I don't think so. So Coach Jones here probably just telling his offense to knee it out here. But we may see something different tonight as this first half comes to an end. 27 seconds left. And we're looking to see something here from this Brookwood offense.
Looks like they might run it out.
Maybe here. We're going to see what they got to do here. Ben Holbert coming up a little bit from that safety position. They're going to go for a QB sneak, and it's honestly gets a good bit of a gain here.
Hightower keeps it.
So Hightower's going to hold on to that. Gets picked up 2 yards, brings up 2nd and 8 for the Brookwood Warriors.
Really got to know you and Brett Taylor already addressed it, Aiden, but really got to admire how good Westfield has come out here and played so far this first half of this first game of the season.
Yeah.
Really picked up on a high note where they left off at from the end of last season.
So that is going to be the end of this first half here at Warriors Stadium. Westfield up 35-0 against the Brookwood Warriors.
Update.
You're watching Middle Georgia Sports
Mason
Network.
Continues to hold the one up.
I'm involved in a lot of extracurricular activities. I play football, baseball, basketball, and I run track.
I love the contact sport. I love the ability to get my feelings and aggression out throughout the hard day or hard week out at practice.
I was a part of the Westfield wrestling team when I was a freshman, and that's also the year when I played soccer. So it was been fun, and I'm going to play soccer again in my senior year, and hopefully I will probably be the captain of the soccer team.
I enjoy just spending time with my teammates and getting to just rep the green and gold like everyone else has in the past.
On Thursdays, we get with the football team and we get our chaplain out there, and he does a great job. And I think on a Thursday that's great to do because it's a day before the game and you get to think about God and just choices in life, and that's kind of what the game of football is like.
Welcome back. We are back here.
I can't hear myself. I can hear you. I can't hear myself. Braden. I can hear you.
We are back here at the Warriors Stadium here
Can you plug this one in?
at the Brookwood Schools.
Ready for
the second half.
Second half.
Second half here, we will have a.
Hallelujah.
Would like to stay in the elements as little as time as possible here.
Rain has died down just a tad.
Yeah, just a little bit. So with the rain stoppage will come the humidity. So just outside of the rain.
Good to know that the rain has not affected the pass game so far in this first half of this game.
So the Hornets are looking to continue this dominant run they've had so far to start the season. 5 for 5 perfection on offense. Their offense has been electric. 3 touchdowns from Win Hoots in the first half. We had a touchdown from Stone St. Clair and a touchdown from Ben Holbert. Also want to mention that Brookwood has really struggled on offense today. Looking to probably get some different looks here in the second half. We'll probably see a little bit of different player in terms of personnel for the Hornets in the second half, given that the score is as high and as widely as a margin as it is. We'll probably see a little bit of the younger guys for this Hornet team work in.
Maybe a little more aggressive too, considering they went for it that 1 4th down and long fake punt. Could see a little more aggression possibly, but
I do see sophomore number 5 Court Pearson warming up on the sideline here, so we'll probably see a little bit more of him. Score is 35-0, and we will have a running clock just to give those new guys or the young guys an extra a little bit of playing time here to start the season. Court Pearson, haven't really heard much on him, but he looks to have a pretty decent arm just from seeing him throw. Seems to release it very well. He's got a high release point in his pass. So we're looking to have continue for Westfield. They're going to look to see to continue their dominant offensive and defensive stand that they put up in the first half. For Brookwood, you're really just trying to survive at this point. They really haven't done much on offense, and their defense has really just been ran over. It's been resilient throughout the game, and they're looking to get something on the board as they are still shut out 35-0 as we go into the second half. We got a little bit under a minute start this second half.
And how about the Perry score over there at Perry High School at halftime against Baldwin, 26-0. Perry Panthers.
Heard it from Trent there. The Perry High School, they're up on Baldwin to start the season at week 1 here for most of the schools in the area, in the Middle Georgia area, for starting off football.
Got Warner Robins and Perry tonight in Westfield, and then you got, I believe, Hoco and Northside tomorrow, with Hoco at the Benz.
So we got about 45 seconds left at the halftime intermission, and we are about to start the second half of football here at the Warriors Stadium in Thomasville, Georgia.
Is open.
So Westfield will have the ball to start the half as they elected to receive on the coin toss to start the game. So Westfield will probably see a little bit of the younger guys start off here for the Hornets as they huddle together and get ready to take the field for the kickoff return. We've got about 15 seconds left here before we start this second half. Looking to be a great second half of football.
Field, you really couldn't ask for a better start to the first half of this season than what just happened in the first half, man. I mean, 35-0 through the air, correct?
Yeah.
So, and despite it was raining harder then earlier than it is now, but so might see a Brock Johnson rushing touchdown here in the second half, possibly before we start seeing some of the second team come in, but.
So,
we'll
second
see.
half, getting ready to start here. The Brookwood Warriors are taking the field to kick it off. As we said earlier, Westfield will receive the kick as they elected to kick it off to start the game here. So, Black over there giving his talk to his special teams unit, looking to get him fired up before we start this second half as they break. So, on the in the back of the end zone tonight.
Been wreaking havoc downfield tonight.
They've really been showing why they are the fastest guys on this receiving for this. Why they are the fastest guys on this receiving core. The reason why they are back there to receive these kicks for the Hornets, just got to get an elusive guy back there that is really just tough to bring down. Despite them not being the biggest, they are quite possibly some of the fastest on the field at any time.
And not to diss Jackson Sinclair or anything, but with Stone Sinclair back there, it's almost like Jackson Sinclair never left.
Yeah,
if
for
I may
real.
say.
He's really just filling in that footsteps filling in that gap. So it's going to be a little bit of an onside kick here.
Pooch squib kick
And
there, and
it's going to go out of bounds. So Hornets will receive the ball,
out of bounds.
and it's going to be a kick out of bounds penalty here. So it'll be not exactly sure where the ball will be spotted, but probably somewhere around the 50-40 yard line mark here. So Hornets are getting ready to take the field. We'll probably see the offense, if all goes well. We'll probably see the starters here for one more drive, and then we'll see the younger guys start to come in and get a little bit more reps here. So, actually, no, in at quarterback is number 5, Court Pearson. But everything else seems to stay the same for the Hornets. Number 5, Court Pearson. But everything else seems to stay the same for the Hornets offense. St. Clair and Matt Molina.
Looks like he's just getting a couple reps and giving Brock Johnson a little bit of a breather.
Yeah, Brock has really been doing it all tonight for the Hornets, kicking field goals, extra points, running the ball, throwing the ball for touchdowns. Court Pearson drops back to pass, completed to Ben Holbert. Ben Holbert's going to take it wide and going to pick up the first down for the Hornets. Great play from Ben Holbert.
Nice speed.
Number 5, Court Pearson's pass
So
complete.
really have been hearing Ben Holbert's name a lot tonight, not only on the offensive side, but on the defensive side. Really has been an impact guy for both sides of the ball. And he's making his impact and his name known. May not be the biggest guy on the field, but what he lacks in size, he makes up for in athleticism and IQ, as we've seen many times here on offense and defense, as we get a wide look here, an empty backfield set for Court Pearson. So probably going to see a pass here. And we are. Drop back. He's going to look deep. Overthrows his man just a little bit. Maybe just been a misread the route there from Win Hoots. So that pass sails out of bounds.
Good overthrow, though. He didn't throw it to the Brookwood defenders there, so that were in the vicinity.
And that is one thing you're going to look for, especially in this young guy. He's going to get pressure a little bit in the pocket. So we're looking to see his pocket presence in terms of how he handles the pressure well. And despite that overthrow, as Trent just said, there was not an interception or flag or penalty thrown on the play. And Westfield, despite those penalties early on in the first half, they haven't really struggled much with penalties in the second half as they get this handoff to Jackson backfield.
Westfield has been very good at the past couple of seasons at producing very, very, very strong running backs, just running straight up the gut and just getting 5+ yards out of a single halfback draw.
Play in the first half, and Stone St. Clair scored on the exact same play in the first half on that same tunnel screen.
He's gone.
We're not, but it looks to be we're going to get a replay on that play here. We see Court Pearson gets a little bit of a pressure here, but he finds that tunnel screen to Stone St. Clair, and he takes it to the house for 6 for his second touchdown of the night, and Court Pearson's first career touchdown as the varsity quarterback.
Kind of got a little lost in the sauce there, too, Stone did.
So Brock Johnson again on the field again, this time not in the offensive position, but just to kick an extra point for the Hornets.
Yeah.
Kick is up, and it's off the post. No good.
Man.
Johnson's extra point.
And really, you got to give props to Brock Johnson. It is tough to kick that ball. As Brett mentioned in the first half, that ball probably is about 100 pounds, given the water log that it has just been loaded up with this night. Especially the conditions have not been helpful in terms of kicking the ball.
But still, give kudos to Brock Johnson, though, man. He's besides his arm, he's also improved his kicking leg a lot from last season too, man. Because he wasn't just doing this season; he's been doing it all last season as well, man. So
guys, we're not saying their names a lot, but you got to give props to the offensive line, to the blockers who are not really getting their name called. These touchdowns on these big shot plays, they're really starting maybe 5 or 6 yards in front of the line of scrimmage after the play, but they're making way down the field because of the lineman play, and because of the blocks.
They're just really cool, calm, and collective, Aiden, and I really like how we're not looking too...
Westfield up 41-0 here against Brookwood. They are by Stone St. Clair via the pass on that is on the kick here. And again, great kickoff from Brock Johnson. It looks like it's going to fall a little short, but it's going to be recovered by the Warriors. And looking to get some room here. He gets a little wide. There is some flags thrown. Probably going to be a block.
Guessing from the area that the flag came from, I would assume.
Looks to be a trips left here for the Hornets. 3 receivers on the left, 20 on the tackle, and number 26, James Moore, both freshmen.
Brookwood,
So it's going to be a rollout here.
Ooh.
Great play from the Hornets.
Ooh.
Great play from the Hornets. Number 20, Cameron Staines making the play there. Great play from Cameron. 5 for the Warriors, a pickup.
Warner Robins Lee County game tonight. Last I heard, the score was 17-0 Trojans, but shout out to Tim Jackson.
Gets away.
Almost a pick.
Almost picked off by the Hornets. Great play from James Moore almost getting the interception there, but also great play in the backfield. We're going to get a replay of that here.
Good.
Hightower rolls out. Hightower rolls out trying to make a little bit of a pass here. Kind of gets almost tripped up there. So looks to be Landon Gillis made a little bit of an impact play there. We love to see the young guys making plays, and that's something that's really encouraging, especially if you're Coach
Looks like
Campbell.
they're going to be punting from their from inside their end zone.
So Brookwood again on the punt. A familiar sight there. Punter is definitely getting his money's worth in tonight.
Now, it looks like the coach for Brookwood is wanting the punter to let the clock run.
That'll take us to the Fordville, Georgia, on Middle Georgia Sports Network. We'll stay right here as we get ready to start. BCI Insulation, our Graceville sponsors, and also the Westfield Schools and the Westfield Booster Club. They've been just great sponsors for us here at Middle Georgia Sports Network as we head into this fourth quarter.
We got a little bit of Lincoln.
So Pearson still in the game here at quarterback. Same look here in a little bit of an offset here. So we're probably going to see a pass here on 3rd and 7.
Most likely going to see a pass.
Cover 2 look here from the Warriors.
Another high snap.
First downs and drove it down the field. They really haven't got it past their own 50, and really it's maybe a discouragement for Brookwood, but it's also a major encouragement for Westfield.
Yeah, just
starting the season off
complete and utter domination on both sides of the ball from Westfield. If you're Chad Campbell, you really gotta love what you've seen on both sides of the ball and special teams too.
So it's going to be a handoff to Queen. Queen's going to take it wide, and he's going to be ran out of bounds.
Queen the ball carrier. Graham Jackson.
Oh, really?
So if we could get a replay of that,
out over the 45
yes,
yard
please.
If you guys see this half for the Hornets.
Oh, they won't be at it.
Yeah,
I will be at it.
Yeah, shut up, Braden.
I will be there. First down that they
first down that they first points of the game too, Aiden.
Picked up. They converted their first 3rd down in the second half. On
if
that
you're
last
a Westfield
play by
fan
Hightower.
here, you're probably hoping for a nice shut.
On
If
that
you're a
last play by
Westfield fan
Hightower.
here, you're probably hoping for a nice shutout.
So Hightower's getting swarmed here. Great play from the Hornet defense just to pick up
Jackson
Hightower
keeps
on
it.
that keeper.
Gain
Or,
of
excuse
3,
me, Jackson.
second down.
Apologies here. So there was a different quarterback change in personnel here.